K through 12 education is the focus as we welcome Democratic Senate Majority Leader Kimberly Lightford of Maywood back to Illinois Lawmakers. It's good to have you back, Leader.
Thank you. It's such a pleasure to join you.
Senator Lightford, you've served in the Senate since 1998, and you've been a longtime leader on education issues. You currently serve as Vice Chair of the Senate Education and Appropriations Education Committees. Let's take a look at what Governor Pritzker originally outlined for spending for K through 12 for fiscal year 2025. I believe he was asking for another $450 million increase for K through 12. How's it all lining up now as the budget comes together?
Well, I appreciate the governor's efforts in ensuring that each year we continue to appropriate additional fundings in the evidence-based funding model. From the establishment of that model, we have been putting $350 million in. So the governor has kept pace with the additional $350 million in EBF, but he also put money in spaces around literacy, which is fantastic, around career technical programs. We know our young people need more skill sets, and we need to have more vocational programs in our high schools. And then he's also left resources for a program to make sure we continue to attain and recruit new teachers. So there's revenues there to make sure that the education system overall continue to grow. But then there's also some other programs that I care about, after-school programs, programs for teacher professional development, which is critical. And programs that make sure that at the ground level, school district level, kids are being more supportive around mental health challenges or dealing with trauma or just items of resiliency. So just want to make sure that those efforts are there.
Going back for a moment to the evidence-based funding model for K through 12 schools, as you indicated, we've been allocating another $350 million per year ever since that program started. There was some hope that by education advocacy groups that maybe it could be increased a bit earlier to meet that target of 2027.
I would have loved that. When we first did this bill, sir, our goal was if we put $500 million in a year, then we would get to that adequacy target in a 10-year period. If we do anything less, it's going to just take us longer to get to adequacy. So I would love for us to get to that $500 million desired number that we originally put in statute as our suggested number, but we've only been able to put in $350 million from year one and each year thereafter. So I'm not disappointed that it didn't happen. I'm hoping that we can generate enough revenues that we can add that additional $150 million to $350 and get to that $500 million number.
This budget will also make big investments as well in early childhood education. There's more money in the budget for that. What are the programs you're most interested in that regard?
Oh, I'm so super excited about the Early Childhood Development Agency because there was so much inequities in child care, in preschool for all, in programs that we know help children learn and have them prepared for kindergarten. And so it's really important that we take those programs that are under the Department of Human Services. There's programs under the Department of Children and Family Services. There's programs under the State Board of Education. There's federal programs. There's state programs. So streamlining that whole entire process would allow us to help educate more 3- and 4-year-olds and begin to take a look from birth to 3. We know that even when a child is in the womb, that reading to a child is important and things of that nature. So we want to have an overall concept to get kids from birth until first grade with that department. So I'm super excited.
We've got about 30 seconds left. Any other major initiatives come to mind as far as your priorities for K through 12 this session?
Yeah, I just want to make sure that we put those social workers back in school and we have those school counselors, and that's why REACH program is very important and other programs to help give kids those supplemental services that they need.
Senate Majority Leader Kimberly Lightford of Maywood, thank you for joining us on Illinois Lawmakers. It's good to have you back.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed myself.